người hiểu vấn đề phải không ạ? Thành ra bây giờ mình nhìn vào bây giờ 3 cái bản đồ. Bản đồ thứ nhất là cái gì? Bản đồ nó gọi là bản đồ community map, là cái nhóm người của cái khu vực downtown. Thế bây giờ cho em hỏi mọi người nào, downtown Nice và downtown San Jose compare với lại khu vực của Berryessa có giống nhau không? No. I don't think so. I live in downtown. There is issue of downtown I care so much about. I don't think we have a similar with folks that who live in Berryessa. Chị Hà Vân tài của Việt Nam Bắc Cali, located in Berryessa. Do you care about downtown issues? No. Chị Hà Vân, can you, I explain to chị Hà Vân, you know what, this, like we said, this issue redistricting has been around for how long? Like a year, right? Any one of you have heard about redistricting, discussing issues in your community? Have you? One person. Come on. And you guys are considered above average. All of you are considered engaged citizens, right? Many folks who live outside, who don't check the email, who don't read the news, have no clue whatsoever. And yet those folks, the folks in D3, the folks in downtown, they're going to make decisions for you. Would you like that? Would you like that? No. I think we need to be engaged. We are too late now. We cannot, you know that we, Anh Dân, can you please explain to us what community of interest is about? See, these folks, they organize themselves, they call themselves a community of interest because they have something in common. They have something that we care about. The Vietnamese community, don't you think that we are a community of interest? Yes. We share nước mắm. We like nước mắm. We like bánh. We like a certain thing about us that it is only particularly that we care about, right? Should we organize ourselves and say, you know what, this is how the map should be? But nobody cares. Nobody even talk about it. So Anh Dân, I asked Anh Dân, please, can you take a look at all these maps and say what are wrong with these maps? Or which one that we care about? And which one you recommend?
I don't think I am at the liberty to tell you which map is better for the Vietnamese community or for another community, because that's not my job. I think that what I'm doing right now, I want to do is to give you enough information in order for you to make your own decision. The community of interest is defined as that, in redistricting, it is very important that you group community that share common interests, social interests, and economic interests. That's basically what community interest is about. The experience that I look at these maps and the statistics. Okay, you look at the census 2020, and one thing struck me very, very hard is that we have two different kinds of statistics. One is on the population of the Santa Clara County. It is defined as, you can see that the Asian population right now is the highest population in the county. Okay, and the black population is the lowest population in the county, and the white is the second lowest. But yet there is another statistics, it's called CVAP. This is community at voting age population. Voting age meaning that people who are above 18 years old. Okay, when you take a look at the CVAP statistics, one thing struck me right away is that it always, the white CVAP statistics are always higher, even higher than Asian communities, and they're very low. The population, the white population is very, very low. And yet the white CVAP rate is always higher than the Asian and Hispanic communities. And I wonder why, because he said that they are more mature people. We are all under 18 or what? What struck me is that the only logical conclusion, or from an analytical point of view, I like to analyze things. So I said the only thing that I can speculate is that we, the people who are at the age of voting, who are independent, who do not have minor children. We did not participate in the last census. And that's the reason why we don't, the people who are at the voting age, but they don't have minor children. Most of them did not participate in the census. And that's the reason why the statistics show that we have a lower rate of CDAP rate than the white population. They're not older than we are. You know, I think that the distribution probably will be the same, but we did not participate, and that's a lesson to learn. Because once you don't participate, then you will not reflect, your interests will not reflect in a redistricting map. Of course, evidently, you know, we do not, the Constitution does not allow the redistricting to be based on CDAP statistics, only on pure population statistics. But look at, you know, the reality is that everybody, the council people, you know, they're driven by the number of voters. They will look at, they're not saying that, you know, they use CDAP in order to do the redistricting, but they have to give consideration to that very, very important factor. And we never pay attention to this. Okay, I'm going back to a theme that I think is a recurring theme throughout this presentation here, is that language is a problem. Okay? And sometimes we combat that language, and one of the panelists said, you know, we are strong in terms of resiliency. Let me tell you something. Yes, resiliency is important, but it drives you to complacency. We always think that we are so resilient, we don't want to do anything about it. Okay, and communication. Most of the websites right now, government websites that you can find, go Google, will have Vietnamese explanation. Okay. But nobody takes time to read those Vietnamese literature on it. It is incumbent upon the representatives, upon the people, the powers that be, that brings the information in the language of the people, of the voters, to the people and to the voters in order for them to grasp the issue. You know where we don't have a language problem? We do have a language problem, and we can overcome language problem. You know where it is? It is as a school environment. It is the work environment. It is a business environment. Why? Because in school, in businesses, at work, you cannot